Welcome back to Treasure Hound. We're going to go back to another strap of $2,000 worth of 20s. See if we can find any star notes, fancy notes, anything like that. So let's jump in. It's kind of interesting. So again, we're looking for star notes or any fancy, they call them fancy serial numbers. So anything that's like repeating or important dates, birthdays, 4th of July, low numbers, high numbers. Call them ladders when they count, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or whatever. So yeah, and then I flip to the back a little bit too, just to see if I can see anything that seems unusual or out of place. Star notes I already sort of explained. If we see one, I'll let you know, obviously, but well, this is kind of cool, the 777s. Some people think that's a lucky note, but star note, the last letter there will be replaced with a star. And apologies if you know this already, but if you don't, basically if there's a printing error somewhere when they made the bill, the note, then they have to replace it, but they don't want to use a different serial number. They have to use the same serial number, but you can't have the same, look at the numbers on that. Look at the color difference between this one and this one, the thickness of them and everything. That's unusual. I'm going to put that aside a little bit. We'll come back to it. So anyway, basically they want to replace the note, but they don't want to have two with the same numbers. So they'll use the same number, and then the last letter, they'll drop it and put a star there to denote that that is the replacement. And so sometimes they're worth some money, sometimes they are not. In fact, most times they're not worth anything more than face value. Go to My Currency Collection, I believe, mycurrencycollection.com, or just Google, look up star notes, and it'll come up. And you plug in the series number found down here, and then the star note number, including the letters, and it'll tell you on a scale if it's less rare or more rare. And obviously the more rare would be worth more money, even that's darker too. So, yeah. But ultimately, any note is only worth whatever somebody is willing to pay for it. And the only way to find out is put it up for sale, see what someone's willing to pay. I think if you have 00001 or whatever, you know, all zeros and then the last number 1, a $1 bill I think sold for about $15,000 not too long ago, but that is extraordinarily rare, obviously. We're not finding much here. The bank teller did say, oh, it's almost a ladder. The bank teller did say that she saw some star notes when she was going through another batch for us. So if we don't find any in this video, then we probably will next time around. Which actually brings me to another point too. It's good to get in good. Good to get in good. Huh. It's important, let's say, to get in good with your bank tellers. We have a couple that are now in the habit of looking for star notes for us, and apparently no one else at my local bank does this, and so they didn't even know what star notes were. We had to teach them. There's 333. Teach them a little bit, and so now they're going through and they actually put aside, we went in earlier today, we had a $100 bill, 2 20s, and 2 1s that were waiting for us, star notes. So we exchanged for those. I didn't do a video on it because I looked them up, and they're on the less rare side of things. So really they're probably worth about face value. Maybe on the 20 or the 100, maybe someone will pay $1 or $2 over face value just to add it to their star note collection, but it's not worth the hassle of listing it on eBay and selling it and running the risk of it getting lost in the mail or something weird. So we're not going to put it up. And then the dollar bills that are star notes on the less rare, we just put them back into circulation, spend them like regular dollar bills, which is the beauty of this whole hobby, is that it doesn't cost you a thing. Went in with $2,000 to get $2,000 worth of 20s, and I still have $2,000 worth of 20s, even if this ends up being a bust, which it's starting to look that way, but we'll see. That'd be cool if it was more of a repeater. If this was 76767676, that'd be a really good 20. By really good, I mean maybe $25, $30 on eBay. But if you're a collector, then it's worth holding on to. Oh, look at that. This is 1776 at the end. 74 and then 69, 1776. 1776 is the right number. We'll put that aside. Just because. That is, 4th of July. 1776. Down to it. It's all taped up. Well, not much going on that batch, except we did find this one that ends in 1776, which is kind of neat. It starts with 74. It'd be better if it was 0704 1776. But I might poke around a little bit and see if anybody has any interest in just having those last 4 numbers. It's an important date in American history, important year. And this one I just thought was interesting just because the ink is so much darker on that serial number. I don't know if they had just replaced the ink cartridge at the printing plant when they were making this. We just happened to get one of the first couple that came off the line, and so it came out darker. Probably doesn't add a whole heck of a lot to the value of it. It's probably still just face value, but pretty mundane batch of notes that time around. Again, I'll look this one up, and we'll see if it's worth anything, but I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do another batch, and we'll put that up coming up soon. So like and subscribe to the video, please, or to the channel. And yeah, we'll see you next time.